Welcome to Chopstick Travel. I'm Luke Martin, and this is 24 hours of eating Cambodian food in Siem Reap. So this is my second trip to Cambodia, but it's my first time in the city of Siem Reap. And we've woken up bright and early to grab some breakfast with the locals. I heard this is the spot that all the locals like to come for breakfast. So they are serving traditional Khmer style chicken rice. So right along the street, this chicken rice shop is frying their chicken, deep fried chicken. So we're having fried chicken for breakfast here in Cambodia, no complaints. But the way they're doing it is super cool. They've got 4 wood fires going and bubbling away oil with the marinated chicken. I love how they're using the wood fire, very traditional. This place is called Wat Bo Lanka Chicken Rice, and they finish around 9:30, so it's just a breakfast thing. This looks really good. It smells good too. This place is super cool. You need to basically grab a table as soon as there's one open because it is a constant flow of locals coming in here to grab their breakfast, and it's just about 7 a.m. now. So we've got the famous chicken rice here in Siem Reap. This is a beautiful plate, and what's cool is they actually added almost like a sauce that is made with the heart and liver of the chicken. So you can also pick white or yellow rice, yellow with turmeric. I went with yellow. It's also served with a side of cucumber pickles and then a little bit of sauce. I'm just gonna go ahead and put some of that sauce on my chicken right away. Fried right on the side of the street. This looks really good. You can tell it's been marinated too. It's got that kind of caramelized exterior. Let's try some of that. First bite here in Siem Reap. Yum. The chicken's really juicy still. Even though it's fried chicken, it's still really juicy on the inside. It's not like fried with the batter though, so it's not got like a crispy exterior whatsoever. Let me try, I don't know if this is heart or liver or what it is, but something from the inside of the chicken. Let's try that. No weird flavor at all. No gaminess, actually. Really good, really creamy, really good flavor. Really good way to start our morning off here, Cambodia. Deliciously fried chicken. I can't believe how juicy it still is on the inside. It's also kind of funny to me how common fried chicken is everywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you go in the world. There's fried chicken on the menu pretty much everywhere. But here in Cambodia, I guess for breakfast, well, not just here in Cambodia, also in Thailand, but definitely a little bit different than fried chicken in Canada, but crispy pickle, really good. It's a really hearty breakfast. They give you a lot of rice, and it's simple, but I guess that's, you know, breakfast everywhere is a simple affair, and here in Cambodia, locals like to really fill up in the morning and wake up early too, apparently. I love the skin of the chicken. It's caramelized, and it's got so much flavor from that marinade. Yum. That was some great chicken rice. It seems like you can't go wrong with chicken rice no matter where you are in the world, including here in Cambodia. Awesome breakfast, and we're gonna jump into a tuk-tuk, and we're heading to the Siem Reap market. All right. So I'm in the tuk-tuk with my friend Zana, local Siem Reap, and she's gonna be showing us around Siem Reap. Thank you so much for showing us around.
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Both of you, and I hope you enjoy.
Yeah,
and
we're excited.
We will go explore.
Yeah, let's go. We're heading to the market. Let's go. All right, we've made it to the market. This is called Pasar Liu. Let's go. So this is the largest market here in Siem Reap. You can see all the local products, a lot of seafood, but we're not anywhere really near the sea. A lot of this is coming from Tonle Sap, the big lake, and other rivers and lakes in this region. But they have all kinds of exotic ingredients. Man, they have it all here. It is packed, wild, local shopping early in the morning. This is a cool atmosphere. I think it's pretty obvious to say that the greatest travel resource you can have and the easiest way to travel is to learn the local language. And it doesn't need to be hard to learn languages. In fact, it can be easy and fun with Rosetta Stone. I've got an upcoming trip to Africa planned, and lately I've been brushing up my French to hopefully make things go a lot smoother when I'm hunting down the best local food. Rosetta Stone's immersive method of learning helps you to tap into the brain's natural ability to learn languages by using pictures instead of using translations. Also, the audio companion tool is amazing. I've been able to download the lessons onto my phone and then practice on the go. Saying a word and then pronouncing it like a local are two completely different things, and Rosetta Stone's voice recognition tool helps you to tackle both at the same time. Learning a language is truly one of the most valuable skills you can have. And luckily, Rosetta Stone is offering an exclusive discount on their lifetime subscription. At over 60% off, you'll have access to all of Rosetta Stone's latest tools and features forever, and you'll never have to worry about renewing it. The link is in my description. Thank you to Rosetta Stone for sponsoring this video, and comment down below, let me know what language you want to learn next. Okay, we spotted these folks selling this little rice cake with beans. You can see it's topped with green beans, and it's a rice cake. There's some onions inside, so it's not like sweet, it's a savory rice cake. Let's try it. It's like a fritter, and they're cooking it right in the market. Not a lot of room. I like the crunchy green beans on top. Lots of onions inside too. Here, I'll try to rip it open so you can see. Yeah, there's some onions in there as well. Yum. It's actually got a lot of flavor. Besides the green bean rice cake, they also have waffles, and then they're making another type of rice cake with chicken egg. And the way they make that one is really cool. So they've got a special mold for the batter, and then instead of actually cooking it from underneath like most things, they actually put the charcoal on top of it and cook it from the top, so it sort of bakes like a little oven right on the side of the street here in the market. So let's try one of those too. So it's just a really fluffy, almost like a sponge cake. This one's sweet, unlike the last one, savory. Definitely sugar in this one. It's got a nice smoky charcoal flavor. So cool. They're just set up a bakery literally within 1 meter squared in the little tiny pocket of the market, and they're producing awesome, awesome rice cakes. That is really good. It looks like it's going to be dry, but it's not. If you guys have been watching this channel for any amount of time, you'll know that I frequent the markets everywhere I go, and somehow it never gets old to me. The people are always surprised to see foreigners, tourists at their markets, and I love just seeing all the fresh produce and tasting some of it as well. And this market is definitely up there with one of the cooler ones I've ever been to. So like I was saying earlier, we're nowhere near the sea, but you can still find a lot of fresh fish and even crabs here. So these crabs are from the fields. These are like rice paddy crabs. They also have eels too. So you can really find it here. That was an amazing market, a lot to see in there. We're gonna jump back in the tuk-tuk and head to our next stop. But just look at how cool the tuk-tuk is here in Cambodia too. It's not the same as tuk-tuks you might be familiar with maybe in India or in Thailand. This one's kind of like a wooden wagon that's towed behind a motorcycle. So for our next stop here in Siem Reap, we're trying my favorite Cambodian food and arguably the most famous Cambodian food of them all, and that is Lort, or rice noodles. And we've come to a place called Family Lort. This is a 40-year-old multi-generational establishment, and we're not only going to be tasting the Lort, we're actually seeing how they make the noodles from scratch. So it starts with the rice. The rice is cleaned and then soaked overnight in water. That rice is then ground into rice flour, and then it's mixed with some more water to make it into the sort of rice flour dough. Then the next step is to actually press the noodles through the noodle press into the boiling water and cook them into the Lort as we know it. But this noodle press is so cool. I've never seen one quite like this. This is very traditional. So it's basically just a long piece of wood that she then takes the rice flour dough, puts it into the pocket or the little hole, and then she weighs down that wooden, almost like a whole tree trunk that she sort of leans on, and then it slowly presses the rice flour through the noodle press and then comes out the other side as Lort, and then it drops down into the boiling water and then boils away into the noodles. But just this process is so cool. The old wooden log and the way that she leans on it, I mean, that is traditional. You don't need to do it that way. There's got to be hundreds of machines that could do this way faster, but they're doing it here the most authentic way, and of course that's going to make it taste even better. Dog attack. What was that? So apparently the Lort goes really nice with chive cakes. So they also make chive cakes here. The women are making them. It starts in the same way as the Lort starts, actually, with the rice soaking overnight, and then they make it into a rice batter, but they do it a little bit differently. They cook that sort of rice flour with water. They cook it down until it gets this really thick consistency, and then almost like a mochi. And then these ladies are stuffing it now full of chives, just chopped up chives, green onions, and apparently the Lort goes really good with that. Buy from you and sell at the market. So this isn't actually the restaurant. They have a couple of shops around the city of Siem Reap, but this is their house. This is the factory where they're making the Lort and then sending the fresh noodles around to their shops. They even make the sauce for the Lort themselves too. It's a palm sugar based sauce, and usually the Lort will have fish sauce in it, but the owner was just telling me they don't put fish sauce in it here, so it's totally vegetarian. That is so cool to see the authentic traditional process making Lort rice noodles here in Cambodia. Now it's time to go taste them. Let's go to the shop. So we've come to the Family Lort restaurant, or one of the branches. They have English menu here. The staff is really friendly. This is the spot to come and try Lort. So we saw how they were making the rice noodles fresh this morning at the factory, and now we're watching them cook them up, prepare them into the final dish. So that sauce that we saw back at the factory is mixed with the noodles. Then they are stir-fried on this hot plate here with just some bean sprouts and some chives. And you can order it with a fried egg if you'd like as well. They also have the chive cakes, which we saw the women making at the factory. So first they were actually steamed back at the factory, but once they're brought to the shop here, they are deep fried, those crispy golden chive cakes. So we're gonna order up both the lorcha and a chive cake. Try it out. This looks so good. So here it is, the famous Cambodian lorcha here in Siem Reap. This is, like I said earlier, probably my favorite Cambodian dish, and honestly, it should be the most well-known Cambodian dish in my opinion, because this is something you've got to try here in Cambodia. Let's give it a taste. The sauce is not really strong, so there's other sauces on the table. You can season this up. It definitely needs a little bit more flavor. It's very light as is, but it's got a nice crunch from those bean sprouts and the chives in there as well. Totally vegetarian. They do have options with beef, non-veg, but I gotta add some of this chili. Get some spice going on here. Oh yeah, that looks good. Look at that. Chili, garlic. I don't know how spicy this is, but we're about to find out. That is a lot, but we'll see. Let's give this a mix. And you can see that the noodles are sort of like shortcut noodles. You could almost call it like Cambodian yakisoba. Oh yeah, it needs that, and that's hot. That's hot. Spicy and really garlicky. Oh yeah, that's gotta get. But it really needs that flavor. It's pretty simple as is. The owner was telling me they actually have a community that grows these chives for them, and it's not an easy crop to grow here in Cambodia. They even had a little kind of farm on the rooftop of the factory, so I think that a lot of the flavor and the quality is coming from these really high quality chives. I love it. With that chili, it's really good. So this is the palm sugar sauce that they were cooking away. I'm just gonna add a little bit onto the noodles. Is that enough? Okay, that should be good. Let's give it a try with some extra sauce. It's got like a beautiful caramel palm sugar flavor. It's sweet, but it's also salty at the same time. Oh, yeah. Okay, it needs that. It absolutely needs that. Chili is optional. If you don't like spicy, don't add it. Freshly fried chive cake, kind of in my opinion, doesn't seem like these two things would go together, but they do. And you see it not just here, but all across Siem Reap, they've got the chive cakes and the lorcha together. But these guys were pretty much the first to do it, is what the owner told me. Look at how juicy that is, and I'm gonna add some of that palm sugar sauce right in there. Ooh. Where's all the flavor coming from? Is it just that sauce? But wow, I honestly thought that was just gonna be like kind of really fried, oily flavor, but it's not whatsoever. The chives have so much flavor, and with that sauce, it's like the perfect combo. And you can see that it's rice flour batter, so it's like almost mochi-like texture. Okay, that was surprising. That is really good. So they actually have a second type of chive cake. This is similar, but it's the square version instead of the round version. So it's a little bit like it's not stuffed, but it's sort of mixed with the chives and the rice flour, and really crispy feeling. Let's try. Anything with that sauce is gonna taste good. That sauce is so freaking good. But also, I feel like there's a little bit of a nuttiness in there. I don't know if there's some sesame or something in there, but I'm getting a little hint of nuttiness. Super crispy. This one's even more crispy than the other one. So this is the owner here, Bonarie.
Bonarie.
And
welcome to Cambodia.
Come to Family Lorcha restaurant.
Yeah. If you come to Cambodia, you cannot taste Lorcha Cambodia like you don't come to Cambodia in Siem Reap.
Yeah, welcome. You have to try it here.
Yeah,
have to try it here.
You come and try here.
All the information's down in the description box to find this spot. Huge thank you to you. Thank you for showing me everything. Thank you so much. It's delicious. See you next time, okay?
Yeah, see you next time.
Bye-bye. are back in the tuk-tuk, finish off with lunch at that Lort place. That was awesome. And we're heading to a place called Mackay Mountain. There's a temple on the top, and supposedly, if you're lucky, you can catch a great sunset up there. So after just a short 10-minute hike or so, we made it to the top of the mountain. It's called Bakheng Mountain. I think I pronounced it completely wrong earlier, but this is one of the top 3 attractions you must see here in Siem Reap. The number 1 is Angkor Wat, which we are going to go see tomorrow morning for sunrise, so stay tuned for the next episode for that. But this is a city of temples, Siem Reap. There are so many temples here, and this is not a history channel. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I'm not going to give you the history on this. This is a YouTube channel about food, but I can tell you that this temple was built in the 10th century, and it's definitely showing signs of aging. I mean, this is thousands of years old. The stones are sort of deteriorating, kind of discoloring, but it actually adds a lot of character to it, and it reminds me of Tomb Raider, because Tomb Raider was actually filmed here in Siem Reap at Angkor Wat. I did not know that until I got here, but Lara Croft, Angelina Jolie, Tomb Raider, that was my crush when I was growing up. Look how beautiful this is. Not sure we're gonna get much of a sunset though. I spoke too soon. We actually got a really good sunset. The sky is like completely pink, and we're heading now for dinner. So tonight for dinner we've come to a restaurant that is specializing in grilled beef. They have an awesome grill going, charcoal on the grill, and thin slices of beef that are then marinated in a kind of Khmer, Cambodian style barbecue sauce, and it's served with onions and green Kampot pepper here in Cambodia is delicious, so I'm excited to try this out, but that grill just looks incredible. So I just sat down at the restaurant. I'm with our tuk-tuk driver, Kim, who's been taking great care of us today. And they just brought so many different things to the table. So the main kind of dipping sauce is the Cambodian prohok, which is the fermented fish. And there's some green onions in there. Kim was just telling me I should add some, this is lemongrass, right? Shredded lemongrass, and maybe a little bit of chili, and also a squeeze of lemon to kind of make our sauce for our beef. There's also pickled garlic on the table. This looks so good, like, oh my gosh. So basically this is like a Cambodian steakhouse, I guess you could call it. Look at all that green Kampot pepper. There's some onions underneath there. This is grilled perfectly, like they did it perfectly medium rare. Let's try it as is first. More food coming.
In the middle?
In the middle? That is so, so good. We got a soup, we got fried rice too. Okay. the flavor from that beef. It's awesome. It's actually a little bit sweet. It's super, super tender, super, super smoky. And then you get that kind of hit of black pepper at the end there.
Oh, yes.
Look at this plate of meat. Oh my gosh. Cambodia, I love you. This is seriously like Cambodian steakhouse, you could call it. I can eat it like this, but I gotta try it with the sauce, but let's have another bite. Oh my gosh, guys. So freaking tender. And the little pops of pepper. Yum. Okay, I gotta try it with the famous prohok fermented fish sauce. All that lemongrass and chili in there. And of course, any steak goes good with a beer. And in Cambodia, you gotta have a Cambodian beer with it. Very good. It's not like what it sounds like. It sounds kind of disgusting, fermented fish, but it's not disgusting at all. It's the opposite. It's super delicious. It's actually a little bit sour, a little bit of spice in there as well. Okay, we've also got this soup. Kim just told me it's kind of like Chinese style. Yeah, there's, oh my gosh, there's so much stuff going on in there. I'm guessing it's gonna be a beef broth. I see some jujubes in there. There's an egg, there's meatballs. Look at everything in there. That is seriously packed full of beef. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. We ordered a lot. Oh.
And also you can
Yum.
make with the sauce.
Mix it with the sauce, yeah?
Yeah, but just
in
a
the soup?
little bit, yeah.
Okay, let's try that. Oh, that's good too. It's actually
Not my, just a little bit.
it's actually not as flavorful as I thought. Just a little bit, yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sauce in the soup. Interesting. A lot of garlic in there too. I can taste the fried garlic. Yum. Super beefy. I don't see a single other tourist here other than Mink and I. This is a really local spot and really busy. Just like the chicken rice spot this morning, this is a locals only kind of shop. What do you think, Kim? Delicious?
Yeah.
How many times have you been here?
6 times here.
6 times? Okay.
6 times today.
6 times a day, yeah, right.
So before I come
If
with
I was
my
you, I would.
family. Yeah, with my family, with my friend.
Yeah, it's a good place to share a lot of food. Look at all this food.
Yeah,
we've
yeah,
got.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's delicious. I love the steak. So here in Cambodia, there's basically 2 official currencies, US dollar and the Cambodian riel. I just paid her half and half, so I don't think I've ever been to a country where you can literally pay at a street food stall with US dollar and a different currency combined. So all of that was $20 US plus 8,000 real, so like $22. Pretty good for 4 people and a lot of beef. All right, guys, that's it for my first day here in Siem Reap. I love Cambodia, and Cambodian people are some of the friendliest and most hospitable in the world. This is truly an underrated destination for food and for travel. I mean, I love it here every time I come back, and I can't wait to explore more. So if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you get notified when we post our next video from Cambodia, and I'll see you guys on the next episode of Chopstick Travel. Bye.